Governor Pt.4 is getting more credit for his numerous developmental strides in Ogun State, particularly in the promotion and development of information communication technology in Nigeria. The governor is now the recipient of the 2017 National Information Technology Merit Award, organized by the Computer Society of Nigeria. Governor Mosun, who was represented by his deputy governor, promised he would not relent in advancing the course of information and communication technology in the country.
I must say that this ceremony will afford us the opportunity to showcase the abundant opportunities available in the world of ICT and provide us a platform for more discourse that will enhance the use of ICT to propel continued socio-economic development of our country. Let me therefore state that I received with pleasure the letter notifying me of this award. I appreciate the fact that the award is a recognition of our administration's efforts towards the overall socio-economic development of our dear state, and in particular the adoption of ICT as a tool for the same purpose.
Thank you, Amarachi, and welcome to Sports News. The national under-17 women's team, the Flamingos, will clash with their Ethiopian counterparts in Addis Ababa on Sunday in their first qualifying match for the 2018 FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup finals holding in Uruguay. Coach Bala Kiru earlier today led a team of 18 players, technical crew, backroom staff to Addis Ababa ahead of the crucial qualifier. The Flamingos drew a bye into the second round, while Ethiopia profited from the withdrawal of the first round opponents, Kenya. The return leg would take place at the Samuel Ogbumedia Stadium, Benin City on December the 16th, with the winner on aggregate to proceed to the final round of qualifiers scheduled for February 2018. And with less than 24 hours to the much-anticipated FIFA World Cup draw in Russia, Nigeria Super Eagles technical advisor Gernot Rohr insists the three-time African champions have no fears of any team. Coach Rohr says that there is no weak squad in the 32-team field, and anyone hoping to play so-called average teams in the group phase is only guilty of wishful thinking. Coach Rohr admits Nigeria emerged from a truly tough qualifying group, which paraded all former African champions. Hence, there is no apprehension in the team's camp. Tomorrow, that's Friday's final draw at the State Kremlin Palace, will start at 4 p.m. Nigerian time. Meanwhile, former Italian defender Fabio Cannavaro expects a tension-soaked World Cup draw in Moscow on Friday, believing that it's about time for Lionel Messi to finally lay his hands on the world's most priceless trophy. The World Cup draw assistant and former England goalkeeper Gordon Banks is not bothered about the outcome of tomorrow's draw, but wants the best team to triumph in the New Year's World Cup.
Of course, the German team, the Spanish team, the Brazilian team, but I think it's a good time for Messi to do something new, even more because it's the last chance for him.
To be honest, if you're going to win the World Cup, it doesn't matter who comes out of the draw, because you've got to get out there and you've got to play your best you can, play as a team, and keep going, and that's what we did when we won it. Yeah.
And finally, teeing off to golf, former world #1 Tiger Woods has returned to action in the Hero World Challenge in the Bahamas. Woods stole the spotlight despite the elite field containing 8 of the world's top 10 golfers as he embarks on what could be his final shot at a comeback. The 14 times major champion, who is now ranked 1,199th, has not played since back spasms aborted his latest comeback 10 months ago. And with that, we end on Sports News for tonight. I'm Baron Tony Ranta, and I'm Amarachi. We'll be back with a wrap.
Thanks, Barang. As the EU-AU summit comes to an end in Abidjan, both parties in the United Nations have agreed to an emergency plan to dismantle people smuggling networks and repatriate stranded migrants in an effort to ease the human rights disaster in Libya. The African Union President, Alpha Condé, said 3,800 migrants from one of the camps will be repatriated immediately, with Morocco already committing planes to help in the efforts. The AU chairman, Moussa Faki Mahamat, says 400,000 to 700,000 migrants are in Libya, with most of them staying in around 42 camps. All three organizations have also agreed to asset freezes and financial sanctions on known smugglers.
Let me repeat my call to impose UN sanctions on human smugglers and traffickers. And let me also say that we will not be effective if we do not ensure that the people caught up in Libya and elsewhere can return safely to their homes. On the European side, I have again called on my colleagues to live up to their commitment to replenish the EU Trust Fund for Africa.
Russia continues to wade into the standoff between the United States and North Korea, saying the U.S. has been provoking the country into stepping up its nuclear missile program. During a visit to the Belarusian capital, Minsk, Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov asked whether America was actively seeking to destroy North Korea, as one gets the impression that everything has been done on purpose to make Kim Jong-un snap and carry out further inadvisable actions. He said Americans should explain what they're after. He also said Russia has emphasized several times that the squeeze of sanctions has essentially come to an end, and that resolutions which introduced the sanctions should have included a requirement to renew the political process, which is a requirement to renew talks. Channel Television's political satire, The Other News, returns for the second season after a successful first. The program is retaining its Thursday 7:30 p.m. spot starting from December 7th. The Other News is designed to enlighten the public and encourage political participation using humor and not so conventional storytelling techniques to deliver news stories. And the main news again. Denials and finger-pointing were in high display today as the House of Representatives public hearing on the disappearance, return, reinstatement and promotion of former pension task team head Abdul Rashid Maina continued. Also today, former Director General of the Bureau for Public Procurement, Obiageli Ezekwesili, faulted the NNPC Group Managing Director in the award of contracts by the state oil company. And Russia today blamed the United States for North Korea's missile crisis, saying Washington is provoking a war with Pyongyang. That is the news at 10 tonight. Thanks for watching. I am Amarachi Ubani. Good night.